Hello everybody and welcome to Romancefull's Tarot. I'm about to begin here with a reading. Reading is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody. So it's really important that you take whatever resonates with you, whatever makes you feel comfortable and feel well, and the rest of it just leave it aside. If it doesn't feel right with you, then most likely it is not right for you. That being said, if ever you do have any questions, you would like to have some clarity onto some of your relationships, please do contact me at romancefulltarot@gmail.com, and it will be my great pleasure to send you the different type of readings that I can offer you so that you can go and so we can find those answers that you're searching for. Also, you can find all of my contact information, the booking, the pricing, and you can book directly there on in the YouTube Dropbox. So that being said, if you've been to the channel multiple times, or if it's the very first time that you've been here and you do enjoy the channel, please do click the subscribe button to show your support to the channel and to myself, and it would be greatly appreciated. So with no further ado, we're going to begin this reading here. I'm using two different tarot decks and one oracle. So the oracle's at the very end. It's just a nice word of wisdom for everybody. And then I have the trying to understand what has gone wrong into the relationship. Why are they sorry? The question at hand here is not actually why they're sorry. It's, does your ex have regrets? Are they sorry? Do they feel sorry for what they've done? So here I have Alice in Wonderland, a tarot, and I also have a Nightmare Before Christmas tarot. So we're going to begin with the tarot cards. You're going to flip them over, and we're going to go and get your answer. So, by the way, this reading, since I don't think I've said it yet, is for the sign of Cancer. So I have the Fool, followed by the Four of Swords, followed by the Eight of Wands. I have the Seven of Wands, I have the Four of Wands, and I have the Page of Pentacles. So, and down here with the Nightmare Before Christmas, I have the Ten of Presents, I have the King of Potions, I have the Emperor, and I have the Three of Potions. So, okay. I truly have to say here that I do feel like they do have some remorse, and they do feel sorry, but it's not on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being a lot of remorse. I'm going to say they're at a 3 or at a 4, okay? But they do kind of feel bad. They just weren't ready for this type of relationship. I feel as though, you know, they were a page at heart, money-wise, not all that great. They spend a lot, not very great at saving, but that being said, that doesn't really affect you or really the relationship all that much. That's more about them and their personality, but they really just were emotionally not ready for this type of relationship. I feel as though I know that whenever, you know, the relationship here, I'm not quite sure exactly what happened, why it stopped really suddenly. I feel like this was a little bit of a sudden decision, and I have it down here also. So this is really just something that just stopped like that, okay? And it was, the relationship ended not really with much information, much clarity, so it kind of left you a little bit into the dark, and it left you wondering, you know, what was going on, why did this happen? You kind of saw it coming, but not really, because it really just stopped really suddenly like that. All plans, everything has just stopped. Any plans that you had together, meetings, family, friends, parties, that was all canceled. And, you know, I know that you're feeling like this a little bit like if you were a fool. You're jumping into, you know, into the circle here, not really looking, thinking, oh, you know, he or she loves me, and, you know, everything is, well, not quite great, but everything's going to be fine, and not really seeing what was truly going on. And I know that when they did announce it to you, you really were there. You were up to the fight. You were up to the struggle, you know, with your wands, and you were going with your beliefs and your system, and you were expressing, you know, all your emotions and your needs and your wants and all your questions, and I do get that 100%, and, you know, good for you for doing so. But I really feel as though in all of this, you know, right now I can see they're there, they're resting, they're not troubled by very much into the world right now. They're just resting. It's like a rest after a war, if you want. They know that, you know, they know what they've done. They know what they said, and it's always going to be there, you know, hanging over them if you want. But that being said, they live quite fine, but once in a while it comes back to them and they think about it, and yes, they do feel sorry. But then I have to say they do have a strong ego, so I don't think they're ever going to tell you this, or even if they had the occasion, I don't think they would actually even bring it upon them to, bring that option up. I'm not quite sure that they would ever even do that. So that's pretty much it, let's say, here for the Alice in Wonderland. We're going to move over now to the following deck, which is the Nightmare Before Christmas. So let's just move on over to the Nightmare Before Christmas here. I'm going to move this, and we're going to go here. And we have over here the Three of Potions. So the Three of Potions over here really is about feeling like you're kind of like on the outside trying to look in. It's a disconnection between, there was a disconnection between you and the ex. And it's not wanting to force things. It's just some connections just aren't meant to last, and that's just okay, and that's just the way that it was. Happiness comes from staying true to yourself, even if it means, going and doing it alone for a little while. This is really what, they saw here. They just saw that it just wasn't working out. It just wasn't what they wanted. It wasn't working out, and they just did not want to continue this this journey. And this is, one of the main reasons why they actually stopped the relationship. So then we have over here the Emperor. Let's move over to Santa Claus over here, who is the Emperor. And the Emperor here is just, there was a major struggle going on into your life not too long ago with this partner. And this is about feeling, somewhat paralyzed by the whole system, by the whole, the whole environment. And it's just about, somebody who's just walking all over you. And you needed to just stand up for yourself. You needed to examine and reassess your plans and your daily routines, and just not to be afraid to shake anything up. So it really was a good thing, that they did end up leaving, because, as I go further into the story here, it seems more like a toxic type of a relationship. It does not look like something that was good for you. Moving on to the King of Potions over here. Into the King of Potions. The King of Potions is really about emotionally turbulent, very high, intense, unpredictable moods that they were having, and it really did harm the people that were around them. Also, I have to say that this is really about feeling overwhelmed, trying to work through feelings, but in kind of trying to work through them, but in somewhat of some healthy ways, if you want. Also, this is about wanting to anticipate responses to make feelings, so things just get better to them and for them. They really were just pretty much doing everything so that everything could be better for them. Let's put it that way. A little bit of selfishness here, okay? So moving on to the final card here. The final card of this suit here is the Ten of Presents. And the Ten of Presents, here we go, is in a reverse position, and this is really indicating just that this was an unhealthy relationship, and it was very unhealthy, even like I was saying over here with money wise. Okay, so this is acting just like a giant snake, encircling the treasures, but just unwilling to share anything. This is remembering that this is trying to remember that you're not the only one. Maybe somebody else would like some. Maybe somebody else would need this. And I'm talking about abundance in any type of way. It could be with love. It could be with money. It could be in any way that you can see abundance. So this is really about having to turn to others to get some support, maybe, but not getting the support. So this was really how the situation and your relationship was going. So really quite, I'd have to say, somewhat of a toxic situation. It was just not a good one for you. If I look at the Oracle over here, the Oracle, I have the Witch, and this is the magic you seek is inside of you. So let it flow. And this is a lucky card, and when this card is drawn, there's a bonus that appears into your life, and key events and situations kind of just turn into your favor. So remember, luck is preparation meeting and the opportunity. And have you taken all available steps and made all authentic efforts to be prepared for that which you can seek? Now, the witch holds her hands gently over the crescent moon, which is a potent symbol of new opportunities and fresh potential. Her cupping fingers are allowing energy to flow unhindered. The raven sits upon a branch, which is pausing in its journey from the underworld to consider new adventures. Leaves of gold emerge from branches, and they signify comfort and beauty after periods of abstinence or loss. Now, the witch knows herself and is not afraid of her potential and opportunities to grow and to learn. And in the moonlight, she is willingly steps to the edge of the cliff and just leaps, knowing that the natural way of the world will catch her and she will land exactly where she should. So this being said is the ending of the reading. So I do hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it resonated with you. If you do have any questions or you'd like a reading, please do contact me at romancefulltarot@gmail.com. And meanwhile, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Have a fantastic day and many blessings to you.